Hi everyone, welcome back. I have my A5 Mina Pahonen Ohio cover with me today, and I wanted to set it up for next year, but probably this year actually. I think I'm going to start earlier. It's just going to be a place to keep swatches and ideas and just little notes and inspiration and kind of stuff like that. I think that's the kind of plan that I have for this book. As you can see, I just have the A5 grid notebook from Hobonichi that I'm going to put in here. So let's have a quick look at the cover. If you haven't seen the cover before, I'm leaving timestamps, so feel free to skip ahead if you already know about this cover. As I said, it's the Mina Pahonen Ohio cover, and it has this beautiful embroidered fabric covering it. It's quite squishy, but there's a firmness underneath, of course. The little flowers are really gorgeous in that very pale lilac pink kind of color, and then we have the grey textured fabric. It's super textured, really nice. I really like it. Well, it's a kind of a mid-grey color, I guess. I'll do up the zip so you can see. It's that bronzy kind of color, very pale though, almost silver. And the ring pull is leather with the little Mina Pahonen butterfly on there. So inside, I think it was already open before, I'm not sure now, I can't remember. Inside is one of the things I love about it the most, in that it's a very cool neutral color on the inside, and leather as well. We have the usual spaces here to put the covers of the book in. We have two bookmarks in this beautiful kind of bluey green grey kind of color, and then the blush pink, and we have the two little leather toggles, the rectangle and the triangle as usual. A pen loop, and then what they call the hidden mesh pocket here, where you can pop things in there if you wish to. And then there's a pocket on this side as well. We have our 1, 2, 3 card slots, the smart pocket, and our medium and small pockets here. The usual how to care for it, I don't think we need to look at that today. And then this is the little What is Mina Pahonen card that comes with the cover. The Mina Pahonen brand was created by Akira Minagawa in 1995 based on the concept of special everyday clothes. Textiles made with original hand-drawn designs are used in clothing, interior decorations, and more. In Finnish, Mina means eye and Pahonen means butterfly, expressing Minagawa's hopes to create designs as light-hearted and beautiful as the fluttering wings of a butterfly. Just as butterflies come in countless unique patterns, Mina Pahonen is always coming out with countless new designs. And I have quite a few, I have a couple of her covers. So that's those. I'm just going to pop them in here so that I don't lose them. And if you've seen my setup of my rose tweed planner, this one here, I'll just give you a quick sneak peek, but you can go and watch the video if you haven't seen it. Here's what it looks like inside with my A6 Techo. Love this planner. This is just going to be my everyday journal for 2022. And yeah, a lot of the stuff I do in there, I think I'll probably preview in here just to try it out, see how the colors look on the paper and all that kind of thing. So I would like to set up the pockets in this cover as well, probably a little differently to that one. And then I wanted to do something with this book. This might be sacrilegious of me, but I really don't love the yellow, not this kind of orangey yellow. I do love pale yellow, it's one of my favourite colours, but this bright orangey one is just a bit too much for me. And I've got a couple of ideas. One is the most logical, which is to just put the book inside the cover as it's kind of designed to be, and I'll just show you what that looks like. So that's in there, and then when we open it up, we're straight into the book. And it may be that that is the way I do it. I'm not quite sure yet. I probably will, I think. It's just such a foreign concept to me. Normally I just have it on one side and have the front cover showing. So let's look at that. That's the other option, is to just have the back cover tucked in and leave this open. And I don't know what the difference really would be to me. I don't think it really matters either way, except that we could have a nice cover on here, but just as easily we could have a nice design in here as well. So I have some paint here, which I'm thinking about painting this cover so that I can cover it. How many times can I say cover in this video? But having just looked at it again, I think I'm going to tuck both sides in. So what I wanted to do now is decorate. Since I'm going to slot these inside the cover, then I just want to decorate the end papers like I did with the tweed, which was with washi. But with this one, I have the idea of using paper. Let me tuck it under there for the moment. And I have these beautiful Japanese papers from a shop here in Melbourne called Kami Fitzroy, K-A-M-I. I'll link it actually. And this one, look how beautiful it is. It has this gorgeous kind of pale gold foil, and it's this lovely cherry blossom design with the pinks and the lilacs and this beautiful yellow and peach kind of background. It's, you know, this Japanese look, it's just almost perfect. And then that would sit on the inside of this end papers here, and that's what you would see when you open the book. And I maybe put something here, I don't know. That's one option, option number one, and I'm very keen on it. And then I have this paper, massive pieces of paper here. So this is just a natural paper, and it's really lovely. It's just got leaves and things embedded in it, and I love the texture of it. It's very textured and rough, but beautiful at the same time. It's just stunning. And like I said, I've been using them as, well, I did use them as photography backdrops like 3 or 4 years ago, and they've been in storage ever since. So there's that one, which has the kind of neutral colours. And then my favourite one is this one, which has these pink petals throughout, these tiny pink petals. They're so pretty. Hope you can see that pinky lilac colour. So that's my colour, which this one is the one I really want to use the most, I think. This and the cherry blossom, I guess. When you put it over the book, I think, you know, you'll probably be able to see the glue through it, which, you know, maybe isn't a problem. Whereas the other one that's not so transparent wouldn't have that issue. So I'm not quite sure. I'm going to decide in the next 4.5 seconds, I guess. But yeah, one of these is going to go in here. I could put the other one at the back of end papers at the back, I guess, if I wanted to. But I'm thinking this one is the one I want to use. So let's put that other stuff away, and I'll be right back. Okay, so while I was rolling them up, I changed my mind. Also, I can't seem to roll this up very easily. I usually roll it over something harder, and I didn't. I'm thinking actually instead I might keep these to use as just embellishments, ephemera throughout the journal instead. When I was rolling this one up, I decided it's just too pretty and I do want to use it. So I think it's going to look pretty in here, and it goes nicely with the cover. I think this is the one. So I'm going to just dive in and do it. So I'm just trying to think of the best way to do this. Whether I measure it out on here, because I don't want to fold it over or anything. I just kind of want to just glue it on, I think, just to make it as simple as possible. That end is a bit torn up. I was really not looking forward to using paint on it, so I'm glad I decided against doing the cover. Alright, let's pop it down this end. And hopefully this will work. Okay, so I'm just going to press down pretty hard so that it's flattened out as much as possible across the paper. I'm just going to mark this with a pencil. I don't have any idea if this is the best way to do this, but it's just how I'm going to do it. And hopefully it will do the trick. On the right hand side in the bottom here, I've just got the edge of the design. It has like a border, a white border around the edge. So I'm not going to line that with the pencil. Okay, that's good. So I think what I'll do is just roughly chop it with the scissors, and then I might get the paper trimmer onto it. So I don't have my paper trimmer with me. I'll go grab it and I'll be right back. Okay, here we are. So I've had this paper for like 5 years, I think, like I said, and it seems a bit scary to chop it up, but anyway, I'm sure if we need it again, it'll be available somewhere, right? Look at me just diving in. So then I have to make the decision of whether I want to use the same paper on the back. And, you know, normally I would probably say no because I like being all different. But I think in this case I am going to do the same. Anyway, let's never say never. Let's see. Have I chopped this small enough? Let's see. Cut it this way first. I do like to start at the top on the paper trimmer because it seems to not pull on the paper at all if you do it that way, whereas from the bottom you can't sort of get enough grip to get going. That's very nice. And then I'll chop off this end. I might leave myself just a teeny bit of excess just in case my measurements are slightly off, but also it doesn't matter too much because I am going to be putting this inside the cover, so you know it's going to eventually, the edges are going to be covered up. It's only going to be the right hand side that we're going to see. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this has a nice crisp line that I can just cut against where the edge is. Oh, it's such pretty paper. And then I've just got my pencil line left on this side. There it is there. And again, maybe just a scooch of excess. Okay, these strips will be nice to use inside of the journal. Okay, let's grab it and have a look at how that will go in here. So there is quite a bit of excess, but I do have that seam to go through. So what I might do is glue this side down first, because this is the side that's going to show. And then I will trim the other side. So I think I can actually, I think the top, I was pretty good with my estimate. I shouldn't have left an excess. So I'm just going to trim a little more off. I don't really want to be getting in with the scissors on the edge of the book when it comes time to trim, because that can be very messy. Okay, hopefully I can do this. Yep, okay, good. And I feel like it was quite a bit longer, but alright. I'll trim a bit off. I hate this idea of cutting it before it's stuck down, but I just feel like it's going to be difficult to chop it off the edge of the book, so I think it makes more sense to even make it a little bit smaller than it needs to be, rather than longer. See, this is what I mean about it pulling. Especially if I did it from this end first, that almost always happens. Okay, I might just roll the other way slightly just to try to get a little bit of that curl out of it. And then we'll glue it down. Okay, so I have this Express It Clear Gel Glue. I don't know if this is the best glue to use, but I feel like I want a liquid glue that I can kind of control and move things around, but I also just want to be mindful of not having too much glue on the page, because I think that could be problematic. So I'm actually going to be pretty finicky about getting this out, because I don't want heaps to come out. I thought about getting a paintbrush and using it to spread the paint out, and I may use my fingers if I glue, sorry. I don't know, I'll see how I go, and I don't know whether just to do the edge or do the whole thing. I'm thinking I should do the whole thing. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I've got a squiggle of glue all over the whole page. I think you can see that. And now I'm going to try the very difficult thing of lining this up and laying it down. This is quite nerve-wracking doing this on camera. But anyway, it is what it is, hey? I think the other end, that one's got a little tear in it from where I hit it on the blade earlier. Okay, so I'm just going to line that up and try and push it back at the same time. And then I guess I'll just move it along. I've got a ruler here. That might be the way. Make sure it's not too dirty. Just to smooth. Hey, that was pretty easy. Now, I don't know if you noticed when I was doing the gluing, but I did put a bit of glue in the seam just to try to make sure that that's covered. Oh, look how pretty that is. Oh my goodness, it's gorgeous paper. Okay, so that was fairly painless. Let's see if I can not make a mess of the other side as well. Okay, so that's a nice bit of glue. I'm actually going to add a little more to the spine again because it looks like it hasn't quite stuck down. Again, I don't want to do too much. Let's try that. And I think I will just follow the line from this side, try to nestle it into that spine properly. I think I'll fold this page up and then lay it down. I've gone a little bit crooked on this side, but that's not too bad. Just smooth it out. And there we have it. Not perfect by any means, but pretty good. Just fold it in on that spine there and give it a bit of a burnishing in with the edge of this ruler. Let's try that. That's pretty good. It's wrinkled. I'm thinking I might not have gone close enough in. Let's see if this glue lets me peel it up again. That was somewhat satisfying. Okay, I'll just see if I can just kind of push that in, because I don't want it to, this is probably going to bulk up over time, so I think we need to make sure it's got a little bit of wiggle room. I think that's got it. Just do a quick swoosh just to get it down and then move this across and try to make sure it's stuck. Okay, let's chop off this excess before I do anything else. None on the bottom, and that side's fine. I've got a little bubble just in this corner here. Maybe there's a bit of hard glue there. Alright, let me just put some of this stuff out of the way, these scraps. Okay, I think that's not too bad a job. It's got a little crease just there, but I don't know, I think that kind of just adds to the charm. It almost has like a little aged feel to it. Look how pretty it is. So gorgeous. And then I think I want to put something here, but I'll come back to that for now. I'll come back later to that. Just wear that in. Let's have a look in the cover. Oh, look how pretty that is inside that cover. I'm loving it. So I don't know that I'd ever really flip to the back and therefore need this covered, but I'm tempted to do it because I'm here. I'm doing it right now. Or maybe I should have practiced on the back cover. So can you see here, I've just wrinkled all of this by putting it inside that cover, perhaps too soon. But again, I don't really mind it actually. It's got a nice texture to it. Okay, let's do the whole thing again with the back, hey? Yeah, alright. Then it's done, and I know what I know it's done. Looks like this side is wide enough, so I'm just going to chop this off at about the same width. Look at me, second time round, not bothering to measure anything. That's going to end in disaster, isn't it? Okay, good. So I'll just give it a measure now. Okay, here's our back cover ready to add. And we'll just have a look at how it fits. It's a little bit bigger than it needs to be maybe, but I'm not so afraid of that this time. Top to bottom seems good. And I'm going to start on this side again because this is the side that is going to be shown. Okay, let's give it a go. I think I'll go this end, even though it's a bit torn up, because it's got the other end. I have a little bit of white showing from the edge. So I'll just try to center it this time as best I can. I mean, I did try that last time. Okay. And then this side, looks like I'm not going to be too far out. There'll be a little bit to cut off, I think, but just stick that on there while I add the glue. Alright, side 2, ready to go. Just make sure I can get this really in that spine. I think that's got it. Okay, so you can see I went off the edge again, skew again, but that's okay. Not too bothered. There is just a bit of glue on the edge there, so I don't really want to close it yet. So let's trim off the excess. Okay, that's that side done. It's the prettiest paper. Okay, so I've got a bit of excess glue there, and it looks like I need a little bit more on this corner. Again, it's going to be inside the cover, so it's probably not going to matter, but if I do take it out a bit, it might start to fray. Fray? Does paper fray? I don't know if that's the right word. Okay, that's that. Alright, I think that needs to dry, so I'm going to let that happen, and I will see you again soon. Okay, we're back. So let's see how we went. I've just stuck some pencil cases in here to hold that open because that's what was on my desk. Alright, so it wants to pop open, which is interesting. But I think once it's in the planner and in the cover, I mean, and all settled, it should be okay. So let's have a look. I think that looks pretty good. I mean, it's not perfect at all, but it's a very nice colour. And there's the back as well, and that looks good too. I've got it sort of coming away here, but again, that's the bit that's going inside the cover. So let's do that. Let's grab the cover and put it in here, because I don't think I really want to do too much else to the book that I can't do inside of the cover. Okay, so now we have the beautiful inside cover here, and I do tend to just pop a paper clip on here just to hold it in place and hold it down while I'm working on it. And I think these bookmarks go really nicely with this background as well. It's very pretty. Oh, I'm super happy with that. Okay, so I was thinking about what I might put here while this was all drying. I've been listening to Taylor Swift's new From the Vault Red album. It's been awesome. So, if you saw my Shopping My Stash video, I had this box full of bits and pieces as well as a heap of others, and I've pulled some stuff out of it that I thought I would think about for this particular planner. I do love this, as I said last time. It's probably a bit big, although I was thinking about just fussy cutting the donkey out with a bit of a white background. So that's an option. I have my little Words Matter sticker, but I'm probably not going to put words as much in here over it, but I feel like I want to save that for a work planner. I have the gorgeous little dinosaur card that my friend Simone made me, and it might live in one of these pockets on the side here, but I have an idea of somewhere else that I want to put that, so I'll keep it for now. I have this Moon and Star from Kiki K. They're clear. They could potentially go somewhere on there, you know, not together as such, but they could go somewhere on there maybe. That's an option. I've got the Magic holographic vinyl that I probably will put in here, I think. I just got to figure out where. I have this Good Stuff, which is kind of the sentiment of this book. And I think that is quite good, no pun intended. And, you know, I could back it with some pink or lilac paper. I have a heap of paper here with me. So I liked that as an idea. And then, of course, I have the Coffee Monsters Co. stash, which is quite possible that that's what I'll end up with. Let's just get rid of the washi for the moment. So I've got the seals. I could potentially just use one of those or all four of them. And I've got my little pocket here with the other die cuts in it. So that would be, I'm actually quite tempted by that. These ones. Now there's nothing to say that I can't use all of them, but I don't want to use all of them. I just want to put one in the middle, I think, like I did with my tweed. So, it's very difficult to decide what to do. I mean, usually I would decorate everything, you know, but I kind of want to just have this very pretty cover paper showing instead. So I'm thinking I want to use this, and I'm petrified of destroying it. I really, really am. But I'm going to dive in because I've had it forever. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm doing this. I've had it for so long and just haven't used it, and I think it's just going to continue to sit in my stash if I don't actually dive in and use it. So here we go. So I have the option of just kind of squaring it off. Let me just do that and we'll see how it looks. I probably should use the paper trimmer. And then it would just be a very simple thing there. I did grab some of this May Paper Co. paper. I thought I could potentially like mat it. I've got tons of this paper, so I'm not too bothered if I mess this up. It's the card that I'm most worried about. So for example, something like that. I could put some washi under it. I'll just zoom you in for a quick look. So I don't know, I just really like the sentiment of that little donkey guy. I'm just going to measure because that's who I am, just to get a bit of an idea. 1.5. I could trim a bit off the left, I think, of that one. I kind of want to tear it. I know that is horrifying. Let's see. Yeah, the grain goes that way. So can I tear this easily? All right. I wish I hadn't have cut so much off now. I'm going to tear this. I really want that torn edge look. Good on you, Desley. That torn edge look. So I've done it. I've done it. It's already happening. Wow. Sorry about that. So we'll just tear the edge. I just have this desire to tear the edge. I'm not sure if you caught all of that or not. I'm going to just chop a little notch in the corner just to help me make a start on the tear, because it can be a bit difficult to get it going. Wow, I can't believe. I'm actually going to start at the top, not the bottom. It's a bit easier to tear towards me than away from me. Yeah, I really like the look of that. That's awesome. And the bottom, I don't know whether to tear the bottom or not. Because I've cut it so close to the bottom, I don't think I'm going to bother. I might just leave it like it is. So I'm thinking this, or maybe some of this grid washi, just to keep it, to give it something to sort of sit against. Like, for example, it could sit on there against that background. That could give it a little something to come off of. I'm not sure how this paper is going to handle washi. Let's look at this strip here. Yeah, it looks like I'll be able to take that up again. Just going to put that one there. And maybe the mustard one as well. I love these dispensers because they do give you that, not perforated, but that jagged end. And that looks quite cool. And then if I can set this on here, like so, and maybe I'll do a similar look in the top corner. Maybe not. Okay, I think I'm going to do it like that. Just pop him on there. He's so cute. Instead, I'm going to leave the edges free and just washi the back and just stick him down as is. Okay, there it is down on the page. Oh, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, quick tidy up of this corner. It's such a difference, isn't it? I was looking at all these Coffee Monsters Co. cutesy things and ended up with something very much, very, very different. That's cool, you know. I like that my tastes are so varied. I get to try out a bunch of different things. Alright, so I do want to, I think, still put the magic word on here. Although I could just put it in the back, couldn't I? I do have this back page. I could just center that in there. Oh, yeah, let's do that. I mean, this is my little book that I will be, I think I'll be in it pretty often, so I don't see why I wouldn't be fishing around in the back of the book as well. There we go, that's nice and subtle. Let me just show you. Oh, that is really pretty. Okay, cool. I think I might just put the bookmarks in where the colours change, not for any particular reason, but I always just want to find a spot to put the bookmarks. So I'll put the pink one here where it becomes purple, and I've got green here. That's where it becomes blue, so I'll pop that in there like that. And then we might as well, since we have that paper clip, we might as well just put the red there as well. So then we have all of the colours separated. Okay, so for the pockets, I don't know, I feel like this is probably going to get chunky, so I probably don't want to stack this up too much. I've gathered to get together a couple of things. You know, I have my business card from May Paper Co. from a while ago, Make Your Own Magic. I wondered if that could just pop in there because it does, you know, just make it the right height for that smile pocket to see all the words. And also, you know, the theme of magic is one I kind of want to keep, even though it was my 2021 word. I think I'm going to keep it just as a little theme, and it goes with the anything is possible. I did consider popping this star on this page here. I just don't know. I feel like it might just be a bit chunky, so I think I won't. Okay, so I also have this Wild Child sticker from Blush Budgie. I thought it could maybe just sit in here somewhere just to be a little bit of colour, and I don't want to add, you know, too much to this side, as I said. So I think that might go nicely. And then I think I just want to put a washi card in. Let's see. Do I have a washi card? I feel like I've got a Sakura Mochi here. I've got this Sakura Mochi one, so it could just pop in there. I'm gonna load it up with some washis that make sense for this layout. Okay, so I've grabbed some of the washes that I want to add here, and I definitely want to do these two Simply Gilded ones here. So I'll grab a little piece of those. Again, like yesterday, or the last time I filmed, I'm not going to put a lot on here. I just want just a little collection to make for a cute washi card, and also just stuff that goes with the planner. You know, goes with the cover and the theme that we've got going within here. Now the insides are going to be completely different, like the actual pages. It's probably going to be scribble, let's be honest, because that's what I do. But also some lettering and trying out paints in here, you know, mark making, all that kind of stuff. Just trying stuff out for inspiration more than anything. I'll grab the skinny one as well. They might as well go together too. I also wanted to add these fall critters, and these are Coffee Monsters Co. And then these ones from Every Minute a Story. I thought they would go nicely, so I'll just grab another small stash of this. I'm not sure both are going to fit without covering up my little mochi character there, but let's try it. This is so cute. I love the colours in this, and I love the little beanies. Okay, so that's the little washi card of pretties. There is room for another one at the top, but I don't mind having little mochi poking out there, so I'm just going to put that in that pocket there. I think that's pretty cute, goes quite nicely. And then I do have the little sticker book that I showed you last time, which is also from Every Minute a Story. This is called Sparklers and Confetti, and it has all these little celebration stickers. I'm not putting them in here because I want to use the stickers. I just thought I'd put it in here because it fits perfectly in that little pocket. I just thought that would be super cute. Really, really adorable. I do have all these offcuts from the paper, and I think it all goes quite nicely with this particular layout. So I'm going to keep them, and I might just paper clip them together. I've got my little stash of paper clips here. I wonder if this would be in the way if I use this little guy. I do love these cute little clips from Hobby Hoppers. I could just pop that in there and have that sticking out the side. Oh, I missed a couple. So I'm not sure if that will interfere with anything. If we close it up, it does touch the book. I don't know if you can see that there, but it is up against the book. But maybe that won't hurt anything, especially as the book starts to chunk out a little as well. Let's see about the chunkiness. So quite a bit of room still, you can see there. Hopefully that makes sense. So we do have some room to add to this, which is awesome. Okay, so I was going to talk about pens that fit in here yesterday. So let's do that. Okay, so I've gathered some pens. Also in my tweed cover, I have my Kaweco, which we know fits, but anyway, I want to have a look at it inside of this. So it's quite a big pen loop. I'll just show you. It's leather and not, therefore not elastic. So the Kaweco fits very easily, and I think actually the whole pen will fit even with the clip inside of it if it had to. You know, I don't want to do that, but it's quite big is what I'm saying. So he fits in there quite easily. I also have a Lamy Safari here, which obviously will fit easily as well. That's very pretty in here. That may be the one I go with. So that's the two fountain pens that I have with me. Of course, things like a micron are going to fit, and actually it's not going to fall out. That's nice. And the Pit Artist pen is the same, so that's going to be fine. You've got your Zig Clean Color dot pen. I'm actually wondering if two pens will fit in there if they're these types. So if I try to fit a Tombow in there as well. Look, I think it probably would fit if I really forced it in, yeah, but it's too tight, I think. So they fit individually. We've got mild liners. Maybe two of those would fit. Nope. No, only one mild liner. I have this Bic Market pen. It fits no problem as well. I have my Uni 1. This is the Pentel Energel. That fits fine as well. Of course, any normal size pen is going to fit. I also have this Kiki K, Coletto style pen, the 10 colours. I just wondered if it would fit. I don't really think I would use it, but it's the biggest pen I have. I just thought I'd see if it would fit. It does. It's a bit of a struggle and be a bit of a pain. It might be a way to stretch it out if you wanted to make it bigger, to put one of those in and leave it there, but I don't think so. And the other thing I thought was maybe tools would be good to be able to put in here. So I grabbed my slice tool and just thought I'd see how it would fit. It is a bit loose, I would say, but it's going to be zipped up. It's probably not going to go anywhere. And also, given that it's zip up, you could probably just pop it in there, those kinds of things if you wanted to. And finally I have a jelly roll, which might be a little too skinny and fall through. But again, I don't think anything will really fall out of it because it is zipped, and yeah, I'm not sure that would be a problem. So I'm going to put my Lamy Safari in there because it's very pretty and the pink just goes very nicely. I think that's about it. I am sometimes tempted to keep clips in my planners, but I'm not sure in this case if I will. Maybe this paper clip could go here because it's pretty darn cute. Or at the top here, since the top is a bit empty, isn't it? But I would just be adding it, I think, at this point for the sake of adding it because I don't really need it. Okay, I think I'm done. Let's see how this does up. So just there, it's a bit firm, and that's because I have this clip touching this pen. So I'm thinking I might just go a flat paper clip instead. All the clips in here. Let's see what I've got. Okay, I have another one of Trisha's here. It's a little camera with a heart shape where the lens would go. I mean, that's pretty cute. I'll just pop that in there just to hold those in place. Alright, I think I really am done now. I'm just really in love with this planner, so I'm kind of just ogling it while I'm sitting here. So I think I will call it quits here. All of my planners are always a work in progress. I guess that's a caveat for me. I do like to change things up and add things and, you know, all that. So we'll see how this pans out over time, but I do really like the bits and pieces that we have in here today. They are pretty darn cute. So I'll walk you through it. This is the Ohio A5 Mina Pahonen zippered planner cover from Hobonichi, and inside I have one of the A5 notebooks. I've covered these end papers in this video with this beautiful cherry blossom paper with the gold foil. It's so pretty. I really am so glad I chose this one, and I kind of really like this aged look that it's got already with the glue making it all wrinkly and cute. So there's that paper. We've got our little bow here from Simply Danny Creations, this vinyl sticker from Blush Budgie. We've got these cute little washies on my Sakura Mochi washi card, Simply Gilded, Coffee Monsters Co. and Every Minute a Story. I've got my very pretty May Paper Co. Make Your Own Magic business card and this cute little sticker book. The leftovers of the paper I think I could use inside of this planner at some point. And then I've got this beautiful card. I love this card that I got in Amsterdam a few years ago. Just lay it over some washi tape there on this background. It says anything is possible, and you know, that's what I want for this particular journal. I've just paper clipped this off here just to hold the pages down while this paper's still drying. It's dry, but it's just needs to be trained to lie back down again because the glue kind of made it buckle a little. So this is the Hobonichi paper. It is grid. I'm not sure if you can tell there, but this is a red grid, and that's this section here. This section is blue grid, and then I've separated this out into the green grid here, and then lastly the purple grid at the back. So if you did want to section your notebook off, you can with those colours. And then at the back I have the same paper laid down, and I have my magic vinyl there as well, just for something pretty at the back. Inside the mesh pocket at the moment all I have is the bits that came with the planner, but I could potentially pop something in there. I'm just looking around my desk to see if there's anything I really would like to put in there, but I think at the moment no, I'm not going to bother. This thing will evolve as time goes on. One thing I did forget to mention is the big back pocket that comes in these zippered planners. Nothing in there as yet, but I kind of I'm thinking about collecting birthday cards and, you know, those kinds of things, tickets, all that sort of stuff that I will, maybe stuff that's too big to journal in my A6, or stuff that I want to just collect to then journal later. So that's kind of the rough plan for what this book is going to be. I think it's going to be quite an evolving thing. You know, like I said before, I want to test watercolors in here. I want to do pen swatches in here, all new pens that I get. But I probably will soon in a video swatch a lot of the pens that I currently have, so that I know how they will behave in my A6 journal and my other Hobonichi planners as well. So I think this is going to be a nice little resource for me to have. And yeah, super excited about it. I can't wait to really just dive in and start using it. Sometimes though I am like a little bit, it's too pretty, I'm not sure I can use it. So that's ridiculous. I will most likely be diving into this over the next week or so. So stay tuned, and if it's worthy, I'll film it. I think probably pen swatching is going to be what happens first in here, and maybe some paint swatches as well. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this setup video of this beautiful A5 planner. As I said, I love it. This and the tweed together are my little creative outlet, and I'm really, like I said, very excited to start 2022, but I'm going to start early. Why not? Stay tuned. Lots of videos coming. Can't wait. All right. Thanks, guys. See you all super, super soon. Bye.